Hello everyone, today we'll be playing Awkward Dimensions Redux. This is a game, pretty sure it's free on Steam. I remember having this when it first came out when I was younger. And it's a game I feel like no one talks about and or barely even knows, so I thought I'd record a video on it. Because it just seems it's a really interesting game. Alright, so we're in Courage the Cowardly Dogs. Yeah, so this game came out a long time ago, I'd assume, because I remember playing it when I was actually pretty young, and I don't have much memories besides some of it creeping me out or just having some weird stuff. It was just, I remember being like a fever dream. So games like this and Grip Tape Backbone were just free games I picked up because I was broke.
What do you think of my handwriting? Your handwriting is actually
And yeah, they're just weird and free, and I play them a lot, so I thought in this video I'll just revisit them, play them. So this will be more of a longer video. I'm going to be doing every level, and then we'll end it off with Grip Tape Backbone. Just a game, like I said, it's not really story-based or anything, it's just I'm going to mess around in it. Yeah, this is the level I remember freaking me out as a kid. Yeah, because, like, how do you explain this? Now, I never read the game's description, so I don't know if this was made, like, while high or something. Oh, right. I go through that door. Oh. Yeah, because, like, you can see why this scared me as a kid. I don't know what's going on. I'll cut to when I get to the right door. That door straight up just disappeared. So, yeah, I don't know what to do. Besides, like, what do you do in this situation? Oh, there you go. Yeah, games like this are just very interesting because, like, there's not much ever explained with these, I feel like. I mean, there is commentary on this game, which I'll have to check out. Let me turn this down a bit. There's commentary for this game, and I should sometimes do a full video dedicated to just listening to the commentary and not talking, because, you know, like I said, these games are very just interesting and weird. You kind of get a deep dive into, like, the developer's mind in a weird way, because one moment, as you saw, they're in like a room with thousands of doors, and then now we're in this peaceful, beautiful beach out here in I don't know. Games like this are very awesome. We should have more games like this, where it's kind of just developers putting whatever's on their mind into the game. Which, like I said, is what I think is what this game is. And it just gives me a weird sense of nostalgia. Because, like I said, being a kid playing this, I barely had any money. Well, I just didn't do chores, so I couldn't buy games. So I just went whatever was on Steam and got for free and played it. There's this parkour level I remember a lot. I can't wait to play that one. Noise. It's not this one. This one's cool looking. Yeah, like jazz. I really hope none of this is copyrighted. Okay. Well, what I was saying is I really hope none of this music is copyrighted, because that'd be kind of a big bummer. Also, are we just a bean? Is this one of those games where, like, we don't have a player model, we're just a bean? I'm not commentating because I need to lock in. Look, it's hard to commentate and do, like, and, like, concentrate at the same time with parkour, like, for example. Oh, doesn't matter. Went in here. See, these are ones I never did. Because I never understood. I mean, not because I didn't understand them, it's just they were too boring. It's also, this game might also just be a playtest for a bunch of other little games or whatever. I don't know. Like I said, I really don't know what this game is. It's always intrigued me. Came to the back rooms before. One. Oh. I'm gonna get a look at paintings now. I really hope these are not, like, controversial people. I always like the music too. The music in this game is very, like, nice. One of the few games. I mean, I really hope the soundtrack is on, like, Spotify or something. This is one of the few games where, like, you can play it, listen to the music, and be distracted by what's going on. Because I could sit here for like hours just listening to this. This isn't going to be a guide on how to do these levels too. This is me just kind of messing around on the game, seeing what I can do and what I can't do. Like I said, I just kind of want to play this just to revisit it and record it and to show other people what this game is. As always, everyone has that one game to play that's weirdly nostalgic and like probably 5 people know. Oh, there's a painting right here. Elevator is automatic. Watch this step. See, this is really... See, this is... Now I'm starting to think this is the game that... where a bunch of developers tested out things they wanted to do for their own games. Because this is like a really cool concept or like idea. Interesting. Curfew. This is another one that kind of I really liked. I think this one's like a detective or like a secret agent. Really cool. It's creepy too. We kind of got like a Silent Hill forest. Reminds me of the level in Silent Hill 3 when you're in the apartments. Oh, don't mind this. This is just God. All right. Like I said, speaking of Silent Hill 3, we saw God. Like I said, you can see how this... I know I said this a lot already, but you can see how this scared me as a kid. Like, there's just so many moments where it's just, like, really cool and chill. Then it just turns into an absolute acid trip, and it's really weird. Kind of makes you think, what were the developers smoking or consuming when making this game, might I say? What do you take to make stuff like this? A lot of creative minds out there. Which is what we need more now in the gaming industry, if I'm being honest. Too many... I can't remember who said it. We have too many normal people making games now. Not enough weird people. Oh, looks like we're on the next level now. Nobody wins. I can't remember if I played all these as the... Oh. Oh! Yeah, I don't think I've played all of these. These are ones I just kind of like... saw that you could do stuff in, and I played them. Never really any specific ones I played. I mean, there were specific ones I played. It's just, I only played a handful of them, never all of them. Time until self-destruct sequence initiated. That's not good. Scribble. Oh, that's a lot of scribbles. I am angry at myself. Are you asleep? This dream because it's easier. This is depressing. Self-destructive portrait of art and artist. Well, seems like we're gonna explode, so just might as well, you know, what would you guys do if you're put in this situation? I don't know what I would do. I'd probably be freaking out. If you're put in a room that said this, what would you do? In the comments down below. I'm interested to see your guys' answer. I'd probably do like the Jim Carrey thing when he's on the island. Also, where are we? This is just a black void. In like an office room in the middle of it. Really weird. This game is weird. Like textbook definition weird. But in a good way. Okay, we failed it. Skip this level. I'm not going to try doing that. 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. Okay. Oh, okay. I don't get this. Let's skip that level. Sabotage. I'm going to skip some of these levels because I really... If there's going to have annoying mechanics or something and I'm just slow to figure it out, I'm not going to do it. It's kind of, like I said, so I want to go through the levels I mainly played as when I was younger. Like this one, I don't know. But I also kind of want to see what it is about. Oh, it's black now. Oh, we woke up. You know, this is a level, I just remember this. It's a nice room. Something I wouldn't be too mad at having as a room. It's a sad game, I don't know. Oh, hey, oh. I don't know how I played this as a kid. Again, I hope this isn't copyrighted, because, you know, I'll just mute this part just in case. Because I don't want to go through copyrighted music. On the surface. Okay, well, looks like we are in some, like, Dude, this is what No Man's Sky looked like when it first came out. Which, it's weird to know that game is actually popular. How big it grew. There's just some games I never expected to get so big for a long time. No Man's Sky is one of them. I always thought it failed, but... Oh. Okay, damn. Yes, this is the one I remember doing.
Starts with some jazzy music dawn the post. Now, as a heist, an assassination, the player knows their objective and has to grapple over the wall.
I remember this one a lot. Guard dogs freaks me out, dude. Like, look at that, Jesus. What is happening? Dude, I legit feel like I'm having I feel like I'm in a coma, and this is like the last, and this is like the things I'm seeing. Like, what are these? Childhood drawings? Schizo drawings? You don't know. I do like this one. This one's nice. This is the one level I never beat. Because I don't know what to do. And at the end of this game, I'll look at the Steam description and see what it says. Find the way out. This is another one I remember playing a lot. This is a parkour one I loved so much. Oh. It's weird how nostalgia works. I would never thought this exact, like, car stock sound effect would be so, like, soothing to hear in a weird way. I'll go on my old Steam account and see how much hours I had on this game. I do remember playing this parkour level a lot. It's what got me into Mirror's Edge. Because I saw that it looks like this. I know for a fact Mirror's Edge wasn't made because of this game, but most certainly made me want to play Mirror's Edge. I don't know how parkour works in this. I just did that. This part's trippy and cool. Like, what happens when you get a lobotomy or a concussion? Here's the part that always freaked me out too. And that's the end credits. That's the entire game. No, like I said, this is a really fun game. I'm glad I kind of went through this again. I commentated over it, so hopefully you guys could stay long enough to hear me talk about random stuff. Just speak about what I thought about this game when I was younger. It was nice to go through this again. I think I'm going to do this series a lot more. Where I just play games I played when I was younger. I just talk about them as I play. Because this is really fun. I actually really like going through this, and I like to show everyone that maybe I wasn't the only person that played this. Maybe you, the viewer watching this, has also played it too. So, as I was saying, this is my old Steam account. And as you can see, I never really played much, and I had a lot of free games. Hollow Drive is another game I have to play. Emily is Away is another game I have to play. 1982 and Creativerse. These are all games I had and played as I was younger. And it's just really, like I said, it's just really cool to kind of go through this account because I get a lot of nostalgia and it's really nice. I remember playing The Force with my uncle a lot. I loved playing that game, as you can tell. 9 hours. So yeah, I had 110 minutes, which is about 1.8 hours. All that was spent playing that parkour level. Yeah, I'm still waiting for this game to download. As this game is downloading, I'd at least like to talk about the channel in general. So I'm just gonna drop me saying, oh, I've been busy, or oh, I've been doing this and that. Honestly, doing a channel is kind of hard sometimes because I don't really know what to do or say. And life's been busy, which I legit just don't say that, but like, it has been. I've had to apply for a job, just do a bunch of stuff. I recently just graduated. So things may be going for a slower turn on this channel, But I promise I'll at least try to get a video or two every month. Because I still want to do YouTube. And I think this series of me revisiting a bunch of old games I used to play will be very nice. Because not only is it a nostalgia trip, but it's just going to be, like I said, I hope I get to see other people that played these games too. It really gets me interested on what if we've had the same experience. So here is the Steam page for this game. Like I said, I've always been very curious. The only description I'm just now noticing is they may be awkward dimensions, but they're my dreams. So this game was made from the developer's dreams, which is very interesting because you get it, like I said, early in the video, you get a deep dive into the player's mind. Let's read the reviews. Made me think a lot when I first played it. Here, it's very interesting. How is Steve Harmons doing? So it seems I've played both of his games. Grip Tape Backbone, Awkward Dimensions Redux. Speaking of this game, let's get into it. Now, Grip Tape Backbone. If you were alive around the early to, I guess, somewhat late mid 2010s, you will remember vaporwave. It's an aesthetic I used to actually love when I was younger. It always kind of had me, I don't know how to describe it. It kind of had a grip on me. It's just so interesting. I still do enjoy this aesthetic. It's one of my favorite aesthetics ever to exist. And this game was something I've always seemed to have enjoyed because it had that aesthetic. Now I had this game turned down a lot, mainly because, well, the music. And I know for a fact he uses actual music. Left click to push. And this is also really cool. It's a really cool way of doing a tutorial. You get a nice introduction of what the game's aesthetic, feeling will be like. A good sense of what you're getting yourself into. And the fact you did real footage for the tutorial with a little rat, I always find really cool and interesting. This reminds me of Hotline Miami 1, where the entire game's mainly where 80% of the game's entire story takes place in Jackie's head. Now this is nostalgic to me. So nice to see this again. The music, the vibe, everything about it. Oh, these hospital cups. You know, my grandma works at a hospital. I don't say what because privacy, obviously. And I remember specifically loving the little lunchroom they had going on for the nurses and doctors. And these cups, design was all over the walls. These are what the cups looked like. So this game kind of brings me back to that memory as a kid, being with my grandma, going to her job sometimes, my 3DS, and talking with her as she ate lunch. Also seems to be we are breaking gravity. But this is just really nice to look at, honestly. Now the game does control a bit, admittingly a bit bad, in my opinion. But seeing this aesthetic again, it just really takes me back when I was younger. And my love for it. And kind of just like I said, a huge thing of nostalgia. Nostalgia is nice, but, you know, it can be lethal sometimes. So don't get too caught up into it. Or else you'll be stuck in the past. That's not a good thing. Now, it makes you wonder, how did this aesthetic die? How did vaporwave just go away? Makes you think how the internet works like that. One moment this thing is huge and popular, then the next it's just boom. No one talks about it, it's gone, and they're on to a new thing. I'm sure there's still tons of dedicated fans like me. I still love this stuff and appreciate it for what it was. And I also remember a lot of YouTubers seem to have liked vaporwave too with their intros. I mean, LeafViews here had an intro, Pyrocynical had an intro like this. It was just a style that everyone seemed to have really enjoyed. I mean, I might still keep it up. This is just something you can't really forget about. Remember Shooting Star? That song? It really brings me back. MLG was also a thing. It's always funny to think about how we really never even evolved from that. A lot of it, I mean, humor is subjective. and memes now kind of, there's something else. But it's kind of weird how we always kind of go back to the same thing. Loud and obnoxious things that kind of get our attention. We can't help but stare at it. Loud and obnoxious stuff was kind of something you can't help but just focus on. I've always wondered too, is how this aesthetic came to be. I don't know who the starter, who like the maker of vaporwave was. And if that person is somehow watching this video, I'd love to say thank you for making this even possible. It is something I really love and enjoy. And I think millions of people can help with me on this, on saying that thank you. You've made quite the style. Really interesting. Cool. Plus, the music's nice. It may just be simple synth. Or hell, it might just be a slow down 80s song with some chopped vocals and some other synthesizers and a different drum pattern, but it's still nice to listen to. The whole looks of it is just so captivating. It's so nice. It's a weird sense of nostalgia, but it's also just something new, if that makes sense. It's familiar, but it's not. I think stuff like that is really cool, but weird. Because you're familiar with it, but at the same time, it's brand new. You don't know what it is. If you're watching this video, and you've played this game, and Awkward Dimensions before, like I said, please comment down below your thoughts on it. Because as you guys saw in that Steam review, these games are pretty good examples of gaming being games being an art form sometimes. And just tell me, what were you guys' thoughts? When did you play these games? What was your initial thoughts playing them? And if you played them recently, just like me, what did it feel like to play them again? What was something you thought about when you played them again? Was it nostalgia? Was it something you don't remember playing, but you somehow remember playing it? Or was it just something you had in your library that you just now played because you've had it for so long and you just wonder what it was? I'm interested, let me know. And if the developer is somehow watching this too, if you are, hello. Nice meeting you. Thank you for watching. What were your thought process on making these games? What was kind of like the main gist, the main point you're trying to make with these games? And were these, besides the dreams, was this game also an experience you had in real life, if it's not personal? Because, like I said, these games really just get you thinking. And that's what I like about games like this, weird games. You get a look into the creator's mind. I kind of wonder, like, what was happening when making this? It's just really nice to look at. And sometimes you can just let your mind go wild. Like an aesthetic like this, you just really wonder, how do people come up with this? The thought process. What's the inspiration? Besides, obviously, the 80s. It's just super interesting. And I've always wondered, too, how did it become so popular? What specifically about this made everyone just fall in love? I'm going to skate around a little more on this game. Just because I like this game, and I really just like the feeling of it. Kind of a game you can put on in the background. Talking to friends. You know how you play Minecraft, you talk with your friends on Discord, PlayStation, Xbox, whatever. And you just like run and jump around the same area in a circle. This game is literally just that. You get nice music. You just skate around, do random stuff, tricks. Enjoy the style of it. Have fun. Let's see what we got here. Oh. The penis board. It just says penis. Nothing is original. Ours dead. We killed it. Well, that's not true. Because he made a really cool game. 2 cool games. Yeah, let's look through this. So we got Skate Shop, Confession, Hell, Scholarship, Private Docs, and God of Chat. What is Hell? Actually, I think I'm good on that. Okay, it's opening up Opera GX. Well, Hell is Instagram, apparently. Wow, trash. More trash. This is my favorite one right here. Trash. I wonder what this one's going to be. Recycling. Oh, more trash. Some more recycled. I wonder what this is. Aha, this is trash, you nut. Okay, so it really is trash. So, the trash has trash. What's in God OT chat? Let's just... Oh, time for us. Are you there, Godot? Oh my god, it's doing my real name. That is really creepy. Shut that. Scholarship. Well, congratulations, we are so excited you had more than text. I am. So this seems to be an actual... Oh, here's the creator. Steve Harmon, that's your name. Yeah, if you're watching this, hello. And thank you for making these games. These are really interesting games, and it's nice to play them. I get a good feeling from these games. Well, let me read this. My name is Steve Harmon. I go to Denver School of Arts, the Arts High School. My last meal on Earth would be a medium-sized bowl of pho, a generous amount of laxatives. Pho is delicious, and the laxatives will force me to empty my bowels before I die. So therefore, there is less work for whoever's cleaning up my corpse. It's common knowledge that when you die, you poop yourself. Even if I died and left a legacy, that legacy would fade over time. And this guy, Steve Harmon, are you all right now? He's going to be a family educator. Yeah, Steve Harmon. I hope you're okay. I hope you're doing well. If you're, and like I said, if you're seeing this, thank you. Also, I hope you're doing well. Seeing how these games are. I hope life's treating you good. Let's see. Private documents. This is private. Stop. What are you doing? What probably do not understand. Stop it, please. You're a jerk. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, here's we are. This is kind of what the start of vaporwave was to me. My introduction, just like many others. Oh, and it's gone. This right here. It's really nice to look at because it makes you, like I said, it's just the whole style of it. The pink, the black tiles, the statue, the city, the Japanese words, because apparently Japanese words are way cooler than just any other language, because America is just full of nerds and people are just nerds over Japan. But it's like I said, it's just super captivating. It makes you think, kind of strikes a sense of like, what is this? And it pulls you in. It reminds me of the Gmod textures too. Replace the pink with purple, and it's exactly that. It's really nice. So, it's telling the time and date. That's cool. Confession. Confess your sins. There you go. Okay, well, that was my confession. Hopefully you guys didn't see that. Since it seems like we're at the end of this game, I'd like to say thank you for watching this video. This is really, really fun to go through both of these games, and what's his name again? And Steve Harmon, yeah. And Steve Harmon, I hope you're doing well. Thank you for making these games, because me, including thousands of others, have really, really appreciated what you have made. And you've got some talent. I hope you honestly, I hope you're doing what you love doing. But if you ever do make games again, please do. This is something really amazing. And I know these are old. I know this aesthetic is old and probably way gone and not much people enjoy it like I do. But still. And if you still like the vaporwave aesthetic, this whole style and everything, please tell me. And put in the comments down below. Because this is something I really hope we can all collectively bring back. Even if it's for a little bit. Well, anyways, I'm Dead Brain. This is Awkward Dimensions Redux and Grip Tape Backbone. And this was my nostalgia trip. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you all have a wonderful day.